What's up, YouTube? It's I'm the Crazy 123, aka Cameron here. Hope everyone is having a good ass day. I'm just chilling right now. It's been a kind of crappy day for me a little bit, so I ended up going to the smoke shop and getting myself Delta 8 pre-roll. I'm not really supposed to smoke and shit, but
Damn shame.
I was like today, I was like, you know what? I don't give a fuck. I'm just gonna smoke a little bit, especially since it was such a shitty day and shit. I was like, I kind of needed that, honestly. I should have just went out and got some booze or something like that, but I don't know. I'm not really much of a drinker at all anymore, like I stated in my videos, and I don't know. I did not feel like drinking. I should have bought alcohol instead of fucking adult date shit, but I felt like getting high, so, yeah, you can probably tell from my voice and, just me being quieter and shit like that. Like, yeah, I'm baked out of my mind. Main reason I don't smoke anymore is I don't like smoking. I don't like, you know, my lungs feeling all fucked up and, all that shit. Like, that's the main reason I still vape, but, you know, vaping doesn't, like, really fuck up my lungs and, like, make me cough my ass off, feel like shit. I have to, like, cough up phlegm every once in a while when I'm, you know, from vaping and shit, but that's, like, really all I gotta do from that. By the way, I didn't even state it yet in this video, but I'm doing another spawn room challenge, as you guys can see. But, yeah, no, that's why I quit smoking cigarettes and everything and shit like that. You know, I just hated, like, waking up in the morning after, like, smoking some cigarettes before I go to sleep. Just, like, having such a dry mouth and, like, feeling like shit. Just, like, a sore throat and everything and shit. Like, coughing all the time, you know. Because, for a while when I lived with my father back in the day, you know, where I had that red room and shit where I did a lot of my covers and stuff, like... back then, you know, when I still smoked weed and everything and shit, my dad, you know, said, you know, I can smoke cigarettes in my room and, you know, weed and shit, like, he doesn't care and stuff, like, he owns that trailer, so he's like, you know, do whatever the fuck you want, I'll do whatever the fuck I want here and shit, so, back then, when I first moved in there, before I moved out of my mother's, because it was the same thing, like, she was a cigarette smoker back then, and she smoked inside her old apartment that we had, and...
Points are overrated.
What the fuck is the gobble machine on this? It's right over here, okay. But, yeah, you know, it was the same thing at my mom's and shit, you know, she, let me smoke cigarettes. Like, the only place for some reason it made no sense. We could smoke anywhere, dude. Like, we smoked in the like, my mom smoked cigarettes in the bathtub in the bathroom, so I could smoke cigarettes in there. Like, my mom, like, smoked in her fucking bedroom, and we smoked in the living room, in the basement, like, pretty much everywhere. But my mom didn't want me smoking in my bedroom because she didn't want it smelling like cigarettes. I'm like, bro, we smoke everywhere else. Like, that makes goddamn no fucking sense. But whatever. It's your apartment. I'm just living here, so I followed that rule. I broke the rule every once in a while. Like, when she would go to bed or something like that, I would, like, sneak a cigarette in there and just, like, spray my room down afterwards and shit. But yeah, no, cigarettes just fuck my throat up, and that's why, you know, one, I'm allergic to, like, any form of THC, like, even this shit, you know, like, I feel really good right now, and it feels great to be high, especially after a shitty day and stuff. It's made me, feel a lot happier and shit, not as depressed, but, it's just, like, whenever I use any THC products, like, I can feel every, like, ache and bone in my body and shit, like, you know, my stomach, like, even though I ate a good amount of food and I'm not hungry anymore, like, it just constantly I constantly feel like I'm hungry even though I can't eat. Just got I always get terrible stomach aches, since I used to smoke so much and shit, and I was fucking my body up, like, I had to get, you know, 24 and I've had 2 colonoscopies, I've had a couple endoscopies done and shit like that, just because it's like, from smoking weed all these years and shit, like, I was, just fucking my body up, and I was, like, pooping blood, puking all the time, and all this shit, so, that's why I don't smoke anymore. Like, when I first, started doing, like, my vocal covers and everything and shit like that, like, I don't know if I ever told you guys this, I don't think I ever brought it up, but, in my first or second Suicide Silence cover that I ever did when I started like learning like how to do like death metal lows and like high screams and everything and stuff like that. In one of my first covers that I did of Suicide Silence, I was tripping balls on acid. Like, you know, the hardest drug I've ever done in my life is cocaine. I've only done cocaine, and I won't lie, I'll probably never do cocaine again. Like, personally, not for me. I tried it about 4 times at the most, and 3 out of the 4 times that I didn't even get high or anything. I took a small ass line that someone gave me and I didn't feel it. The last time that I did it, my friend had a little bit and he was just gonna give me like a line, but give me like a bigger one. And I took a line and shit, sat there for a couple minutes. He's like, do you feel anything? I'm like, no, do you mind, you know, if I take another line? He gave me another pretty big line. And I was high in maybe about 10 minutes, and honestly, it just felt like I did like a shit ton of Adderall or something. Like I was had a little more energy and stuff like that, felt a little more focused, but then that shit wore off. After like that 10 minutes, I just felt like shit afterwards. I was like, why do people enjoy this? Like, it's so stupid. It's like extremely fucking expensive. It's just, I don't know. It's not my thing. You know, when I smoke and everything and shit, like I like that because I like to like, you know, just chill the fuck out and like play some video games like I am right now and just talk to people or vibe out and shit. Like you know, I'm one of those people, you know, that wants to do something, some drug where I'm like up all fucking night and shit. Like, you know, I never even got into pills. Like, I've never done, like, Xanax or any of that shit. Like, Valium, any of that. Like, the only pill that I ever did was, like, what I saved it is I did Adderall here and there. An old buddy of mine, he, took Adderall for his ADHD and shit. But it was fucking his heart up really bad. So he started just, like, keeping the pills and shit like that. When he would go into like the office and shit, like at school, in high school, he'd just like turn around and act like he took it, and then he would just put them in his pocket, and he would like sell them to people at our school, like sell to my buddy Ben, stuff, who's one of my best friends that I've had in videos in the past and shit. And I always used to drive him around and shit like that because he didn't drive back then, so I was like the one driving all my friends around back in the day and shit. And he asked me, he's like, you know, have you ever done Adderall? And I'm like, no, I don't think so. He's like, you want to try it? And I'm like, sure. But I told him, I was like, I'm not going to be, you know, paying for this shit. Like, you know, I give you free cigarettes. I give you rides everywhere. Like, you know, I help buy you cigarettes when you have the money, you know, and shit. And I smoke you up. You know, my old buddy and stuff that I'm speaking of and shit, you know, I used to smoke this motherfucker up all the time, and he would smoke me up and everything and shit. Like, that was like him and, you know, my old buddy Matt and shit like that. You know, I used to smoke with these motherfuckers all the time. Like, every day I smoked these fuckers up, or they smoked me up and shit. So I just bought the ammo. I just bought that ammo. Yeah, but yeah. All I'm talking about is like weed and drugs and this shit like that. That wasn't the premise of this video. I just wanted to do a small room challenge and find something to talk about. But, you know, I am very proud of myself, you know, that I don't really smoke or anything anymore. Like, when I do this, you know, because I'm smart, I don't want to be fucking my body up and shit. But, what was I saying? But see, I'm so high, like, I'm like focusing on the game while trying to talk, and it's fucking me up. That's why I said before I could never be a fucking commentator like full time. No. Fucking hell. There we go. But yeah, you know, it's like you know, I love smoking weed, and if I wasn't allergic to this shit, honestly, I wouldn't be a full-time stoner. But like here and there, you know, maybe like every couple weeks, you know, when I get my paycheck and shit, I would go out and get, you know, like a couple grams of like actual weed or Delta 8 or just get like a pre-roll or something since they sell all that shit at the smoke shops now. Because that's the thing that's so easy for me and why I normally get the Delta 8. Like, I haven't went to like an actual dealer to get anything and stuff like that in like over 2 years. Because I stopped smoking for like 8 months and then kind of started smoking here and there with like people at work and shit. And yeah, I don't know. It's just not for me, you know. I shouldn't be doing this shit. I love weed though. Like I always have. That's, like I'm enjoying this high right now. I'm enjoying talking to you guys and talking my ass off and shit. But you know, I didn't enjoy fucking my body up, you know, for this shit. If I would have known that I was allergic to the shit like earlier, you know, I would have stopped smoking even back then. But it is what it is. Get out of my way, bitch. Fucking crawler. This shitty ass fucking room to, yep, see, as I say it, I jinx myself. I was gonna say, this is a shitty fucking room to try to do this fucking challenge in.
Don't get all Bolshevik about it, you dog.
Round 9. Yeah, I hope you guys have been enjoying me doing like the fucking vocal covers and shit again recently. I'm trying to stick to that shit. Give me fucking in plain sight. Give me the. It never. Like when I am just not playing, I don't want to play in sight or whatever. It's like it never gives me that shit. Come on. Oh god. I'm not gonna last much longer on this shit. Oh yeah, I forgot I can get 3 quick revives, so that'll help out. See, everyone, when they do these challenges, they use quick revive. First time I did a spawn room challenge myself, I did not use quick revive. I kind of thought that was cheating. I thought it was kind of like the point of the challenge is like 1 down and you're done, but I guess not.
The pain.
Fucking faggot. Jesus. Yeah, this is fucking, fuck this, you know, I hate Chino Numa in general, but I think Chino Numa has, this is like the worst fucking spawn room ever. Like, you know, whatever dumbass faggot at fucking Treyarch was, you know, setting this shit up, they're a fucking moron, like, straight up retarded ass motherfucker. Guess I'll go get my last quick revive. Peace out, bitch ass motherfucker. I don't know why. I don't know why that happens, man, but it's, I feel like anytime that I get high, like, I turn into a wigger. Like, I talk like I'm some fucking, like, ghetto hood rat or some shit. Like, there's a lot of people that I went to school with that talk like that. They talk like a fucking... They just talk like a wigger, you know? They talk like they're from the fucking ghetto and shit. I'm like, dog, you live in the fucking city. Like, why you... You know, fuck this. I don't even know why... I just don't understand why people talk like that. Like, you're like, be yourself, you know, and shit like that. But I just don't understand, like, why you're born a certain race and why you want to be a different race. Like... If you respect the culture and everything, stuff like that, I got nothing wrong with that. I'm not a racist person anyway. Like, if you're white and you want to be black, like, do whatever the fuck you want. Like, if you're a guy and you want to be a girl, go ahead with all that shit. I don't discriminate. But it's just like, I just hate these motherfuckers and shit like that. And they just talk like a retard. Like, you come up, they're like, well, yeah, cuz. Like, and they fucking, like, can't even speak, like, normal English and shit. It's like... You're just stupid. Like,